zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout this stadium. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking back.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Hand off from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. They're dealing with a second and long. Makes the catch. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Vols!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Scanning the field, it's Reese. Hit as he throws. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Quick release by the QB. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Reese. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd, and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor of this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Reese. A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now the play fake. He's got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over Bowling Green. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it finds a spot in the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Reese. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pocket breaking down. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Pulls it and fires to the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped him.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Reese. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Wilcox. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Gashes him in the middle. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Power football with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fit it in the window for the score. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it, and I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group.
On the run, it's Wilcox.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Reese. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Coles. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the heat. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Working that left side now. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about?
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. To the air, it's Reese. Grab near the marker, it's Armour. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground, he's got it again. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He's got him. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. The give to the lone running back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking for a gap. It's Wilcox. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Reese. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Wilcox. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. On the option. Now the pitch. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll run play action. It's caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. Still running at the 40. Running free. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Louisiana Tech.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Reese using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Caught in the backfield, it's Combs. At the 35, he's loose. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He'll pull it on the read. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give on the inside. He's inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. They've extended extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kentucky, 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Looking for room. It's Riddick. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Reese. Hauls it in. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Got the first down. Looking for more. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Third down coming.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're going to run it to the right. Fighting off the defender. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Second down coming up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Kentucky, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Now on 2nd down.
At the 29. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, complete. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Makes the grab. Knocked down for the tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Riddick. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air. It's Reese. It's complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They'll try the run. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The snap sets up the throw. It's complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.